you're going to, as best as you can remember, you're going to create the blog template that we've been using so far, like from scratch. It can be about any topic, all right? So go ahead now, put in the HTML boilerplate. You know what I mean by the HTML boilerplate, right? The bare bones HTML.
Not really. Huh?
Okay. The bare bones HTML that is empty, but you need that structure for any HTML to work. You know what that code looks like? All right, press the exclamation. Type doc type. Type the word doc type. DOC. What? Yeah. All right, press tab. Why your thing look like it's two different case there? There's uppercase and lowercase. Backspace all the way. Backspace all the way to the start. Press the exclamation mark. Yeah, we're supposed to have. Yeah, man, just go on and put in the bare bones or boilerplate. And then after that we'll start off. We'll continue from there. So put in what you know have to be there at minimum, and you continue.
Okay.
I don't want you looking in any notes or any book or any phone or any app. Just type.
I don't have a book in there.
Type it as best as you can remember. You should have a book, by the way. That's kind of concerning, though.
I have a book, but yes, I'm not looking at no book.
No, that's fine. I thought you were saying you don't have a book, so that's what I was concerned about.
Okay.
I understand. All right, so let me tell you something, right? You see the HTML. Always remember HTML, right? You can't start in the head and you don't have HTML, right? Okay, the HTML is the foundation thing. The doc type could actually be left out, but the reason why we put in the doc type is because we want to have the thing looking professional. That we're telling the browser that we're using HTML5. That's what HTML5 looks like. So, and just put in the closing one right away for HTML. You always want to do that, so you don't forget it going down the line. You see, you swear to know? No. You put that at the end of everything, and then everything else going between it. So that way you can just type and you don't have to worry about the closing HTML. You make life too hard for yourself when you save that to the end. You might go forget it and wonder why your web page. So so that's the last thing you have for every web page /HTML. So just put it in from now and you just fill in the inside of it, the middle. You understand? Right. You get that out of the way and done, right? Body, you get the closing one out of the way and done, because so everything goes in between there. Alright? Okay. Yeah, make some space now, man. Things are going there in the body, make some space now. Yeah. Alright. So you have HTML preview installed for the Atom? You have that package installed? Yes. Alright, so turn it on for me, please.
Yes.
Turn it on.
Hold on, already. Oh.
Yeah, alright, so you're gonna save this file as index.html.
Huh?
Save the file. Control S on the keyboard for your shortcut here. It'll help you move more efficiently. But you can do that for the meantime if you don't know that yet. Alright, so now you have the bare bones for HTML, and from here on out now, you're going to just quickly, as best as you can remember, create the blog structure right away. So just run it.
Do what?
Are you hearing me properly?
Sorry, your sound is going in and out because my internet connection is dropping.
All right, I'm saying to you, go ahead and create a blog template as best as you can remember, similar to the one we've been doing up to today.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, what? Just visualize it in your mind. What does it look like? What does it look like? What parts does it consist of? And then you work with that knowledge in mind. Okay? You know there are sections to the blog. There are three major sections. Just start from that and work your way from outside in.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't have to say the exact same words, you know. You just need to have the structure.
I understand that, sir, but some of them is can't really remember it like that.
Yeah. Just where you can remember, you do. Don't freeze and pause on where you don't remember. Where you can remember, do it right. Type that in. That's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in what you remember, not what you don't remember.
Jesus. Alright. They say can be about anything.
Tony, stop stalling for me, please. May I beg you.
Sir, I am not stalling, sir.
Tony, listen, man. Listen to me, now, man. Seriously. May I beg you, please. All right. Just create a blog template. It can be about anything. Yeah, what are you doing now?
Let me think about how we started.
Think about it started? What do you mean think about it started? What parts does every blog have? Tell me what parts does every blog have? We've been using a blog that have these parts. Tell me what this blog have. All right, let me start with this way. How many sections does a blog have? We did this just yesterday, you know.
Well, I saw 3 sections.
All right, good. What is three sections name?
You have head, foot, and body. Header, the footer, and body. I think.
Well, it's not body you call it, it's content.
Content.
But yeah, I give you that. All right, so start with the header then. No. Start with the header. You're confusing head with the header. Header is a area in our web page. Don't confuse it with the head tag. You understand what I'm saying? Header and head, two different things. What are the basic building blocks we use to create sections on a web page? Which tag we use to create sections?
Pardon?
What HTML tag do we use to create sections? You just told me there are three sections, right? Three major sections in our web blog, right? Correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what HTML tag do we use to create sections in our web page? It's something that we use all the time. We use it like it coming like bread. Every day we use it coming like rice. Every day we use this particular tag.
What, the div?
Don't ask me, tell me.
The div tag, sir.
Correct. Go ahead. If you press enter, it will put in the closing one for you. Or tab. I think it's tab. No. Scroll back to the div. Backspace to the div. Press enter. Let's see if it's enter or tab. Sometimes I forget which one does. Press enter on the keyboard. That's it? Yours doesn't autocomplete?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, something wrong, man.
No.
Go back to div. Backspace one time. Type div again. It's supposed to. All right, scroll. All right, tap. Go press down on the div and click on it, or click on it, whichever one works. Click on it or press down on the div. Why is yours not auto-completing? Anyway, just type it manually. It's not a big deal. Type it manually. Yeah, so start the first section now.
Alright, so this
What happened?
cannot be.
What happened? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. You have to type a little faster than that, man.
So I don't know everything from the back of my brain. So
No,
I'm
man.
just
All right,
trying to
all right. Tony,
remember.
Tony, listen,
Yes,
listen to me.
sir.
There's no remembrance here. If you have an opening tag, you must have a closing tag, right? I'm
That's
saying what
what
you.
I'm doing,
No,
sir.
but take out that. Put in the space in between the header and the div. You don't. Where you going? You don't finish that yet. So put some space in between it. Are you going to flesh out the header first? No, no, no. They need a space in between the header opening and the header closing.
Between what?
Tony, you are working on the header ID, right? The div here, right? You need some space in between so you can type the code. Yeah. You don't ready for anywhere else. Alright, put in the header items now. What do you know goes in the header area? What kind of items go in the header area? Think of an actual web page, a real web page. What are some of the things you see at the top of a web page?
The title.
What else?
Mm, most likely like the contact information, what the page is about,
Okay, you see menus, you'll see a menu,
things like
you may see a logo, right?
that.
But you usually see a opening text like welcome to my page or my blog or um the cooking channel or whatever it is. So type something which is going to create that area there because remember that the header is one main section, but inside the header you have other parts. Okay, what other parts you have in the header? You have an area called a menu that you use to navigate the website, right? You can call it menu if you want. I mean, in our blog project, we call it header nav, but let us say you didn't remember, just give it a name. That's important thing. So you want another div inside here. So this is the main header div is created, but you want another div for the other elements that are going to be there. So you're going to need some links to other pages, right? And those links form a menu, like such as about, contact. Every page usually has an about us and a contact us and a home and something to go to the home, which you can call my home. In our project, we call it my blog. But the point of the matter is that it forms a structure, right? Right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so go ahead and put them in. Put in the div for that structure.
Put in the diff for what?
You're gonna need a menu or a navigation here, right? So make a div for it. Like you can call your divs whatever in this example, right? So you're not trying to remember anything from a word for word thing. You're creating a brand new site on your own, whatever you want to name it, really. As long as the structure is there to create the site you need. Don't just give it whatever name you want. Just make the div. You're pausing too long. Make a div, call it whatever you want. Give it whatever ID name you want or class name you want. Hello?
I am here, sir.
I'm saying to you, create a div and just give it any name that you want. Alright, you see, because this div is inside the header div, go to the front of that and tab it so that it has an indented space. Wanna show visually that it's a part of the header and not a top level by itself. Go to the start of the div and tab it. Tab it. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, so go ahead and now and close out that one. So we just know that we have the matching pairs. You know that that's not the closing div, right? So you have to press enter at the end of that. Yeah. Right. So put the closing tag in line with that div. That way you can see visually which closing tag belong to which thing. So close it out. All right now. So visually in your mind, what do you want? What do you want the site to say at the top? So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna fill that inside the class. So you need some space. Where you have the space is not where you need the space right now. You need some space in between the class floors and the closing div so you can put something in there. So you're not ready to type anywhere else right now. Yeah. So you want your menu to go there, right? So you can put in what you want it to say. You want to say about and contact. Every web page has those. You can get an about or contact there.
Yes.
Make life easy on yourself. Start by typing the words and then you figure out what kind of tag to put around it after. Just type the text first. Where you want to visually see on the web page. What words you want to see at the top right? Tell me. You want to see about? What else you want to see?
Is menu.
You want to see a word called menu? Is that what you really want? I'm asking you now. There's not that it's wrong or right. Is that what you want? It's your website, you know. So what do you want to see on it? A menu sounds like it's a restaurant page you have. Is that what you really want? What else you want to see on the page? You don't need a contact page? Do you need anything else or that is good?
Probably have preview. At least I have some
Alright, I'm not seeing the
idea of
HTML.
what you're getting.
No, that's fine. It's your website, so you can have whatever page name. I'm not seeing the HTML preview. Why is it not turned on? I'm trying to. I want to see what's happening visually as you change, and it's not active there. All right. So now, based on how the thing look right there now, is that where you want it to be on the screen? Forget about the visual appearance now. What about the location? Is that where you want it to be on the screen?
Mm,
Yes or no?
no.
Where you want it to be? Left, middle, right. Where do you want it to be?
Um, can be on the left.
So you want it to remain where it is right
No,
now.
on the right. On the right. Sorry
No,
for that.
listen. You're a website. No, there's.
Yes,
All right.
sir. I mean,
Listen. Let me make this perfectly clear. In terms of how it looks, there's no wrong or right. It's your website. You just need to. I just want you to be able to code something just with your fingers. You're not looking at a notebook. I want you to develop that skill. So it is your website. I can't tell you how it must look. So if you don't really want it to be on the left, don't tell me left. Is that where you really want it?
on the right.
Okay, good. So you want it on the right. Now, the
Mhm.
words that you have on the page right now, the about, contact, and preview, are you able to position it based on how it is right there and now? Can you position it where it is right there and now?
Mm,
If you were to apply a CSS to it, to this, if you were to create a CSS file, would there be a way for you to handle that about, contact, and preview?
hold on, you went out a while ago. Go again?
Yeah, I'm saying create your CSS file and see if you can handle it properly the way it is now. Just go ahead and if you think you have enough that you can change the appearance, create your CSS file now and work on it. If you think you have enough to go ahead and position the thing on the right. You think you have enough? But remember it's the CSS you're going to use enough to create the look, the styling. You ready for the CSS now?
No.
I'm sorry? Didn't hear you.
Um, I don't think you're ready for the CSS yet, sir.
Alright, so what else does it need then? If you don't think it's ready, then put in what it needs.
Mm,
What are these things that you're doing here about content and preview? What are they supposed to be in terms of functionality? What are they supposed to do on the page?
there should be
They should be what?
to the actual information. There
I'm
should
not.
be a link to the actual information that you're.
Oh, they should be a link. So as it is right now, do they look like links?
Oh, sure.
So how about you make them into links then? I think your battery is running low. You might want to plug in your laptop. Alright, so you have made the links finally, but question though, when you're navigating back and forth from this page, how will you know when you're back to the main page? What is on this page to tell that would tell somebody visually that they're on the home page? Is there anything there to tell them that? Hello?
Hold on, sir.
No, there isn't. There's nothing to hold on to. There isn't. All you have is three links. There's
Sir, I
nothing to tell.
don't know everything from the back of my head, sir.
Shh. Listen, Tony. What I want you to do is think. This is not a book question. All right? You need to listen to what I'm telling you, okay? What I asked you is not in a book. This is something that you have to look on the screen and tell me, right? And this is the skill I'm trying to develop in you and everybody else, so you understand how this thing works. You're not going to be taking up a book when you're doing sites for yourself or for a client. Okay, you are going to be building something, and you build something with your mind, not with a book. You understand what I'm saying? So, so a book
Yes,
cannot tell you
sir.
what you must put on your website. That's up to you to decide that. So if you're going to be depending on a book, you're not going to be a web developer. You have to be a web developer in your mind. Is you are the architect, you are the designer. You understand what I'm saying? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is not a IT or a computer science thing. It's just a mind thing. You know what you want on the page is either
No,
it
sir,
is.
I have to look. I still have to look to see what is missing.
And I'm saying to you, ain't nothing to look on, because when you look on the preview, all you have is three links, nothing more you have. You understand? There's nothing there that tells you that you are on the home page. So you need a kind of a banner text. Why not using the word title? Because title is a specific area in the head tag that you would see on the browser page when you open it in a browser. That's why I'm avoiding using the word title to avoid confusion. So you need a banner text, something that's a big text that tells people that they're on the home page. So put a big heading somewhere that will tell people that they're on the home page or the main page, whatever you want to call it in your case. Put that kind of a heading on this page here, so people know, in this file, so people know that this is the home page. And you can put it anywhere you want. So the location of it is up to you. You understand? You're not trying to copy another page. You're putting the page based on how where you want things to be. Of course, that doesn't mean you're gonna put it in a very weird location that's not practical for what you're trying to do. So if you want people to know what page you're on, where is the most logical place to put that kind of a header?
At the top of the page.
Most definitely.
I
Nah, you don't need any anchor text for this. You're just putting a heading. Heading is different from a link. If you're already on the home page, you wouldn't need a link to the home page. Make sense? Hmm?
sir.
Right. So you wouldn't create another link. You're just telling people where they are presently. That doesn't need another link. So yeah, that's the reason why you wouldn't do that. All right. So you're creating the peers early on. So good. So you're learning. to do that up front. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. And that will tell them that they're on the home page. The about page and the contact page won't have Smallville Gardens on it. Is that yes or a no or not? Because remember, it's you styling the page, you know. It's how you want it to look. Will the other pages have that on it? All right. You might need to rework it afterwards. So that's not a problem. We don't have to detain ourselves with that. But you'll figure out if the design would confuse a visitor, a new visitor or not. You'll figure it out as you go along. But in terms of how it's looking now, it's kind of looking like it has some structure to it now, right? It doesn't just have an about, contact, and preview. You actually know what the page is about, right? Well, well, somewhat, because Smallville Gardens could be a house, could be a business, could be a restaurant name. We're not sure yet, but I guess you'll flesh out the content and I will know. All right, but we have 3 links, so we need to have 3 pages that they go to. So what you can do to shorten your typing is to copy this code. We're going to make some changes, obviously, but you know the basic structure is going to be needed. So copy this. You can Control A and select everything, and copy this code and create the other HTML files from this code. Of course, with some adjustments, obviously. I'm saying you could use Control A on the keyboard, which is kind of all right. That works too. And copy that. All right, so you can make 3 new files now, one at a time, obviously, and then you paste the code in it, and just make your changes. So this one could be which one now? And just do them in order. So before you move on, you might want to identify this page on the screen. Is this going to be Smallville Gardens? Which one is this going to be? Which one of the links is this going to be representing? And yeah, and you put that label on the page, so you know which page you landed on here.
I should rename it.
Tony, Tony,
Yes,
Tony.
sir.
Right now the page is looking identical to the index page. How would you help a person not to be confused when they land on the page? What would you change? That needs to be changed though.
Oh,
So you can
is it a
change something.
different?
Listen, you can change something by either adding words to it or removing words to it. Which one of the links are you working on now? Before you copy the code, you had a task that you were starting off with. That was to create pages for the links you had on the page. Which one of the links are you building out now?
Would be doing the about now.
Alright, so how can you identify this page as the about page? What can you do to identify this page as the about page visually?
The most likely you'd have to take for the contact, the preview part.
Just simply type the word about or about us. That's it. You
Then
can
turn and him ask if we can rename the
you can
file.
no, not rename the file. Renaming the file is a totally different procedure. You're not renaming the file. The file name is not even saved yet, really, and the file name has to be about. So it's not renaming the file. You're going to save this as about.html. The point I'm making is on the screen, visually, when the people are seeing it. Because the file can be called about.html, but it doesn't have any text on the screen that says about. So don't confuse the file name with what people will see on their screen. It's not necessarily going to be the same thing unless you make it the same. You follow what I'm saying to you?
Not really.
Okay, in other words, you can have a box labeled Tony, but inside the box is Shanique's belongings. Okay?
Alright, so basically what you're saying, this is the file that I'm going to create for about, the information for about.
I'm saying to you that you are now creating the about.html file.
That if you say,
Creating, but I don't have to say that, Tony, because you must understand what
sir,
it is.
because you go round.
Listen,
I mean, I
listen, listen,
understand what you're trying to say, sir.
listen. No, hey, listen. You must keep in mind the task that you are doing. Before we started out, we said that we were going to now be creating the links for the pages, right? And the links are about, contact, and preview. So we know that we have to create those pages, and we're creating them one by one. But I'm saying to you that creating the page doesn't mean that the page will be identifiable to the person. We still have to put content on the page to tell the person that it is the page, because they don't know, they're not the designers. So while we know, because we have the files, we know that this is an about file, but how will they know? They have to see something on the screen that tells them. And you're going to tell them that it's the about page by putting that information there. Go ahead. Which page are we working on now? The contact preview or about?
About.
Right, so put about on the page so they can know that they're on the about page.
About.
Alright, usually say about us, not just dry about. Usually put about us on the about page in terms of text. Why is the preview not updating? Because you probably need to open the preview again. So we should be seeing the preview for, we're seeing the preview for index, if in case you didn't realize. It's still on the index preview. Alright, so we're gonna save this file now officially as about.html. Alright, so sort out the remaining pages now. Mm-hmm. See trouble there now? Tony,
Mm,
Tony,
yes,
look,
sir.
you see what you did? Or do I have to tell you?
Oh.
You can do it, which is the easiest way to do it? Just change it in the file, yeah. Yeah, that's the easier way. Alright, good. Make sure you save, when you make a change. Just save, not save as. Save, update, save as, change the name. Just regular save. You understand what I'm saying to you? On the menu there's
Mm-hmm.
save and save as, yeah. All right, what's next? All right, so Tony,
Yes, sir.
navigation wise, right now, which page which page would be we be on right now? You haven't updated the HTML preview. Right, showing us the about page, and we're not on the about page. I don't think that's where we are officially. Anyhow, which page are we on right now? You have too many HTML windows open. All right, which page are we on right now? Edit wise.
Yeah, I did the
On-
about
We're on
one first.
preview. At least we were on
Sir,
preview.
me on about.
Oh, you're on about now. Can you stop moving all over the place and just stay one place? Because
Sir, may I open the
the
something?
question I'm asking you, yeah, but you need to stop moving because the question I'm asking depends on where you are. Where are you now?
About.
All right. So we're on the About Us page. Do we need a link to About on the About Us page?
No, sir.
What do we need?
Just information about.
Apart from the
Uh,
information about us, what link do we need that is not on the About Us? All right. So we know that the About Us link needs to be taken out. So we're already on About. But apart from what we need to take out, what do we need to add to this page, link-wise? That's not on the page, but needs to be there. All right. So how would from this page here, what is there to take us back to the
not
index
sure.
page? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
On this page right now, what is there to take us back to the index page or the main page? Is there anything there to take us back there? Is there any link to take us back to the home
No.
page? Good. So there you have your task. So
Yes, sir.
go ahead and complete it and edit the page.
What?
All right. Now, it's the problem with using Smallville Gardens as a link text. It doesn't tell the
Uh-huh.
user. It doesn't tell the user what part of the website that takes them to, but it could still be
All right.
any
So,
type of page.
home
Word
page.
home. It's easier to just use the word home. That there's no way somebody going mistake where they're carrying them to. You understand? Because the home page will have the name Smallville on it when they get there. You understand what I'm saying? Make sense? Make sense? All right,
Yes,
beautiful.
sir.
So go ahead and edit the other pages that need the link to be edited now. And remember to save after each change.
Yeah, I need it, Sandy. Okay. Cover that from my TV now. Mm. What's next, sir?
Which page am I on? Are you on right now? You're on the preview page? Is that where you're supposed to be, on the preview page? Because I'm not seeing the, I'm seeing about HTML preview, so I don't even know if the thing is correct. I'm not seeing visually what to, you know.
Yeah, but each time I go on a different one, we have to go back on the preview. The
Exactly. No, I'm only seeing one link here, so what happened to the rest of them? Hmm?
pardon?
What happened to the rest of the links? I'm only seeing one link here. All it has is home. Why? Do you understand what you're doing, Tony?
They're supposed to have the links to the other pages too.
So Tony, you have a website, right? Why would you not want it to be easy to navigate? So if the person want to leave from the preview page and go to the about page, they have to go all the way back to the home, then click about. You understand what I'm saying? Why are you giving them so much work to do? You want to make your website easy to use. You want to make your website easy to navigate. So just simply put links there for all the sites that they need to access. Right? That's why it's called navigation. Right? You really don't. And it's a website. You're supposed to can click and go anywhere with a click, not 2 clicks or 3 clicks. That will make people frustrated with your page because you're making it too hard to find stuff. And that is something that a book won't tell you, is that you have to decide how difficult or how friendly you want your website to be. And you want your website to be friendly. I'm gonna assume that. But you're gonna learn after tonight. You're gonna learn after tonight to think web design, not notes and terms. After tonight, yeah, I'm sure you're not gonna have this problem again. Positive.
Sir, and everybody brain kick like that in a sir. Me I tell you honest truth. And my not kick so wonderful.
You never get enough rest over the weekend with Andrew Gill. You
Sir,
work on
I
the weekend.
still had to work.
You're a nurse.
And everybody get no sir.
You're police, security.
No sir. But I still had to work.
All right, big up yourself. Part of the struggle. But I'm sure you're glad you're doing this tonight because this are baptizing an atom.
Sir,
Because you
honestly, me not glad enough.
what you mean not glad? What you mean not glad? You
Not
get
glad sir, right now the headache me have right now. Keep
headache?
now.
Ah,
It's just
headache.
a put more stress on my brain right now.
You never know what stress you take on when you sign up for the course. Uh,
Not this much stress.
okay, so you don't really have nothing fancy on the web page, but you have a structure of something because you don't have any text saying anything on the page or any pictures, images. But I'm gonna stop the recording here, and then guess what you're gonna do, Tony? You never guess